What's up, YouTube? We're back with another one. So I posted so many videos on this channel right now, and the car that I'm mostly known for around home anyways, I haven't even posted on the channel yet. So I was just wanting to give y'all a little story time on this car. I've had it since I was in like 10th grade in high school, 10th, 11th grade. I think it was 10th grade. Had it since 10th grade in high school. It looked nothing like it does now. The deal was I had never went to Mustang week, and we got it back running and everything, and I just tried to hurry up and get it done to where I could carry it to my first ever Mustang week that I went to in Myrtle Beach. So this is the car, and we call it Frankenstein. It's a 2003 Mustang Gt. It's basically full bolt-ons. It's got BBK headers. It's got an off-road X pipe, Flowmaster catback. It's got I got some 373 gears and an aluminum intake at home at my dad's house, but I haven't put it on yet. We haven't put it on, so probably before Mustang week we'll be ending up doing that and everything. So that's just a quick little overview on the car. So now I got some footage from where I was painting it and everything, and the series of events that had happened that were real unfortunate and caused me to not be able to paint it the way I was really thinking about doing it. So we're gonna hop in the car and I'm gonna start out the story by telling y'all, what all happened and everything. Let's get y'all this cold start, boys. Yeah, so it's really not too loud, but I got some plans for that in the future. It's a little quieter than I would like it. So I had went to collision automotive repair school. So at the time I was working at UPS, so I was making this joint happen. I saved all summer. I was working 2 jobs to get this big tent, as you can see in the video. The clips that I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get you up to speed and everything. A month maybe before Mustang week, I think it was. We had just got the car running and got all the bugs worked out of it basically, and I was ready to paint it. I knew how to paint. I was confident in it because I had did so much painting at school, and I was just ready to paint it. So I bit the bullet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this tent. This big tent. It was huge, as you can see on the video. The clips I'm gonna end up showing you, but it was big, and so I got the tent. It was like $1,100 now, so that's money like I didn't have at all. I didn't have it to spend. I basically saved all summer just to get this tent and get the stuff that I needed to actually paint the car. And so once I got it, came in and everything with my cousin. It took us like 2 days to put this tent up. It was so big. So we get it up and everything. I put my tarp down that where I wouldn't be spraying on just the straight dirt and everything, and get it in there. And it was so hot outside. It was like, we're just gonna take the car apart inside the tent. So we started on that. Started taking the car apart. And as soon as we started taking the car apart, it started to get dark on us and everything. We get everything off that we needed off, and just about like all the window moldings, tail panels, the trim and everything. We get everything off that we needed off, and as soon as we get it off, go in that night, happy. I'm happy. Everything's going smooth like I think it should, and we go in the house, eat. I cook. My girlfriend cooks for him and everything. Cooks for us anyways. And next thing you know, that night comes around, and there was like a little storm that comes up. Made it real windy. So we had it tied down with the stakes that it came with and everything. And next thing you know, boom, it caught it. Blew it in the pond and just demolished it. I'm talking, when I say demolished it like that, I tried to put it back together, but only half of it was going back together. Like half of the whole tint was going back together. And even when it was going together then, I still had like mud and I had like freaking grass and moss everywhere on it. So there's no way I would have got a clean paint job. So me being upset as I was, and I was just ill, just mad, because I felt let down, and I felt like I wasn't going to be able to accomplish what I really wanted to accomplish on this car before I went to Mustang Week. And yeah, it really got to me. And luckily, you know, that's how God works. Somebody around me, which was my aunt's, really it's her husband, my aunt's husband's dad. He used to do body work, and he's got his own paint booth, which hasn't been used in years and years and years. And I actually have a clip of that I'll insert right here. He hadn't used it for years, and luckily he came through and let me use it and let me paint my car there, and didn't even charge me too much on a last minute drop of a dime. We even prepped the car over there to be painted and everything. I actually had to paint the hood at school. I put that clip right here. So he let me paint it and everything. We get it back together, whatnot, bring it back home, and everything's basically smooth sailing from there. I had to order my hood. Everything was just like so quick, it happened so fast, and then we went to Mustang Week. I'll go ahead and put the pictures right here. Of the car at Mustang Week and everything. I had a blast. I got some things that I want to do to the car before Mustang Week. Little odds and ends stuff. Like, I can't really tell y'all right now, but as you'll see, eventually I'll explain stuff around the car and everything that I want to tighten up and tidy up or whatever. But right now, that's the little backstory. So after this, I'm gonna play like I told you, I'm gonna play the clips and everything and let y'all get that little version. What's up, YouTube? This is Outcast Customs, starting with the first video. So I have a project car that I've been working on since high school, and it's a 2003 Mustang. I just actually got it back on the road because what happened was the timing chains had broke in it. So with the timing chains being broke, it blew up the motor because I had to drive it home and I didn't get it towed. So we actually just put a new motor in it, and once we put a new motor in, we put new brakes, shocks. I got a new exhaust system in it too, and I just got to finish it tomorrow. Actually, I'm gonna carry it to the exhaust shop and get the pipes ran from the catbacks back. But here it is, and we're gonna be changing it over the next few weeks. It's gonna become a different animal. It's gonna look different. It's gonna be a night and day difference. My plan is to paint it here at the house. I'm actually going to school for collision auto body repair, and open this for you. Here's the engine. Actually plastic dipped the valve covers. It's got it full exhaust on it. Like I said, it's in pretty good shape. It's a car I had since high school. It's got a lot of sentimental value to it, and inside's in pretty good shape. It's normal wear and tear for, you know, 2003 Mustang. All right, the tent's here, so I'm gonna let y'all see it whenever I get it. All right, this right here is the tent. We done got it unloaded. This right here is what I'm gonna be painting out of. It's 18 by 20. I got the top and the sides in my house where I've been sitting waiting on it to come. You can get this from Lowe's or Walmart or anywhere that sells anything like this, Amazon. I went with this because I feel like it's gonna let in the light from the top, so when I'm painting the day, I won't have to get LED lights and stuff like that. But All right, now I got the carport in here. What I'm gonna do is take off the side skirts right here, and then I'm gonna work on taking off the front bumper so I can get these fenders off. All right, I'm about to put you on time lapse. So we're getting out of the car now, and we're about to wash the car. You know, I hope you enjoyed that little the footage that we did get, because that's about all I got. And as you can understand why, you know what I'm saying, because that was a rough day. It was a rough week, to be honest, because I had to take the week off at work and everything. So I'm gonna wash the car, and then we're gonna go on a little drive and go to a couple places. I want to get some pictures of the car and everything, and I'll just tell y'all a little bit more about it and how much I purchased it for. Roughly about how much I got in it. First things first, I had actually told y'all that we was going to wash the car, but actually what we're going to do is I got to take care of something before you wash it. As you can see, it is really dirty from the pollen and just the dirt. As you can see, real up here, really up here on the flag is really dirty. So what we're gonna do is I gotta take care of this first. This right here is annoying me, and it's, you know, it's just cheap headlights, and I bought the same ones again just because they're cheap and not really the ones I wanted right now, but they lasted pretty good and they look really good when they're new. This right here is not leaking, but the clear is like the clear coat's chipping off and everything. So I went ahead and got me another pair and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I'll put y'all on a little time lapse to where it'll speed things up, and y'all can, you know, see it. If you don't know how to do it, it's basically like 2 pins on the front of the lights. Pull them up, you can take the light out, and that's just about it. So I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the pressure washer and everything, and the foam cannon, and then we're gonna get this car washed. Now that we got that done and I'm happy with it and everything, I'm about to go get the stuff to wash the car. I'm gonna cut y'all back on whenever I get the stuff on. I'll put y'all on a time lapse while I wash it.
wasn't no gas in it.
You see there, Scooter? Things are the simplest things first.
Crunk it back up, act like it didn't want to start. So I get down the road and it starts making weird noises in the motor. I'm like, oh Lord. It weren't knocking yet though. It was just making weird noises. So I drive it to this apartment complex, and that's when it started. Like, it started to make a noise, and I was like, oh freak! I done blew this motor up. I already know it. So it sounded pretty bad at that point. So I called my dad and everything, and he was like, well, mind you, like I told you, I didn't have money at the time. I weren't making good money at all, and I had other things to worry about. I had bills and stuff, so I was like, man. So my dad was like, hey, they're gonna at least charge you $200 to tow it home. He was like, you know, it's up to you what you want to do. And I was like, man, I sit here like, dude, the damage is already done, so I'm gonna just drive it home. I drove it home, get it there, and it sat there for a little while before we even tore into it. And when we tore into it, I'll show you the pictures right here. And basically what happened, the timing chain had broke, it jumped timing, and whenever it jumped timing, it blew everything up, like ate everything up, blew the rods through the bottom. It was just a mess. I couldn't even save, I couldn't save nothing. My heads was messed up, where the metal shavings was going through the valves, and my cans was messed up, where the oil and the metal shavings and stuff was going through the journals and just scarring them up. I had to get completely new everything. So luckily I searched on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and I found this man. He had a 4.6 truck motor, and the bottom end had been done. It didn't have no top end on it. So I got the bottom end from him for $250, dude. And I'm super thankful for him. Super grateful for that opportunity, because without that, I don't know how long this car would have been still sitting up and not actually running. And so I appreciate him. And then so I got that motor from him, and then I was, like I told you, I was going to school. So there was this one campus that we were on. They got like a bunch of cars donated to them and stuff, and a couple police cars from a flood that had happened got donated to them. So it was like a Crown Vic police interceptor, and I was like, dang, I wonder what they're gonna do with that, because it looked like it's just been sitting there a while. And I asked the teachers and stuff, what y'all gonna do with the motor and stuff. And I was like, oh, we're gonna basically junk everything. So I already had the bottom end, paid $250 for it. So I asked them, hey, if you're not gonna do anything with this, would y'all allow me to get the heads off of it for my car so I can make it run? They told me, yeah. They said, if you come out here and you take them off yourself, then you can have them. So I went out there, it started raining and everything. I got them off. I got everything I needed. And that was also another blessing that put me a step ahead, because I got those heads for free. I just got a relap. I got new valves in them and everything. I got everything relap, and my head's redone. And my dad put this motor together, and I got the first start video here. Started and everything, I had got these wheels. I had sold my wheels off of it. That's why the car was sitting like this. I'll put the pictures in there now also. The car was sitting like this for God knows how long, because I had some Cobra replicas on it. Oh no, they were actually real Cobra rims. I'm sorry, they had the SVT cap and everything. But I had actually sold them rims off to this dude. He was putting them on his coupe. I didn't have no rims, and I seen these rims right here, and they were XSRs. And the dude had them. The tires weren't good or nothing like that. I had to buy new tires. Those were expensive. And we get the car ready, and then that's where the paintwork and everything came into play. After I drove it a little while and got all the bugs knocked out of it, changed the brakes and everything, that's when the paintwork came inside of it came in. So money wise, when I got in this car, with us buying it, because my first car, what happened was, my first car, it was a V6. Long story short, I upsold it for like a little over $3,000, or around $3,000. I think it was like $3,200. Sold it for like $3,200. My aunt gave me the extra money. I was in high school to get this car, so she gave me the extra money, and I paid, I think it was like $4,000 for this car. It had 125,000 miles on it. I mean, the interior's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's decent. And it was an automatic. That was the only thing about it. Still is an automatic. Eventually I do want to change that, but I got bigger plans for the car, so I don't know if I want to really do that right now. It just depends. But we paid $4,000 for it, so if you count the whole $4,000, then boom, there's that. And I paid $250 for my pipes, my headers and X pipe, and I paid $250 for my catback. My paint, I got $500 in the paint, plus the paint blue fee, which was $100, and I have around $400 a night. So I say all together, grand total with everything, it's safe to say I have around, I'd say 6 to 7 in this car. Right, we just put up to the spot. I'm about to take a couple pictures of it and everything, and show y'all a couple clips, and we're gonna end this video. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the end of this video. That's the story of the car. Frankenstein is what I call it, because it's green and everything, but that's pretty much it. All this happened to it and got it to where it is to be now. Super grateful for the experience, and I'm looking forward to recording the whole process with this Tahoe and just everything that I can to make up for this, because I wish I would have started recording this and started my YouTube channel on this, but it is what it is where it is now. Eventually I am going to redo this car. I'm going to repaint it. It won't be the same color, but it'll be around the same color. I appreciate y'all for watching and everything.